My earliest memories of Guka was driving into the quiet compound at his home in Gathu and seeing him at his table with his glasses like this and his face focused downwards into a book, most likely the Bible. It's like he was plowing for something. I don't remember seeing Guka digging in his farm, but he was a different kind of farmer, digging a different kind of ground for a different kind of fruit. Gold, maybe. Later on, I realized how much of a reader he was and how much he treasured his books. Any time I borrowed a book, it was under very strict conditions. He would diligently write in a small book the title, the author, the borrower, and the date borrowed. Then, he would ask me when I planned to return it. And every single day I was late, I was almost sure I would get a receipt to pay a fine. But Guka was gracious and generous. Guka took studies very seriously. Mudome na hinya was always the last word. When we were in a gathering, he would always introduce us with a lot of pride, showing off our educational accomplishments. I remember Guka being a man of great energy. As he walked, he would swing his arms high to get to where he was going. And even walking in town with him took some effort on my part to catch up. It is said that Americans walk fast. Guka walked faster. One day last year, he was invited to speak as a guest of honor at a function. Guka, age 86, drove Shosho, my sister and I there. The road was very steep and full of potholes. Throughout the journey, we held on to our seats for dear life, fearing that the car could skid and fall off the hills. But Guka was not. Nothing could faze him. He drove as fast as any safari rally driver. When we arrived there, Guka began preaching. He had a wonderful sense of humor. You might have thought it was a comedy show, because every other minute, all you could hear was roaring laughter. And yet, at the end, everyone was challenged and touched by his words. Another time he was preaching, in order to illustrate a point, he laid down on the ground and continued to speak. And I'm sure nobody forgot that message. If I could emulate two things about Guka's life, one was the way he grabbed happiness by the collar with no apologies. Two was the way he loved well. I will never forget several times during family gatherings where he would place his hand on top of my head and all of my cousins, and he would bless us with a fervent prayer. I'll miss Guka a lot. May he rest in peace.